Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Rags to Riches Challenge. This is episode 35, and we are going to start out today's episode with doing a little bit of a contract grind here before we move into October. We don't really need the money. We are going to have quite a bit of income coming in next month, but I mean, at the same time, we always need more money in this game. I do have a long list of things that I want to buy, so you can see in the top right there, I've already got a few contracts accepted. We've got 3 cultivating ones, 2 harvesting ones, and a weeding one. None of them are worth a crazy amount of money, but they will add up, and none of them are going to take a crazy long time to do either. So we're definitely going to make use of some AI workers to help us get this stuff done. I've already kind of got everything set up. So we've got the hoe on the Vultra here. So to start with, we're going to get him down to this field to do a weeding contract. I'm going to have to keep an eye on that one because hopefully that hoe works. The hoe usually works on weeding contracts, but every once in a while I've run into some that just don't for whatever reason. So yeah, we're going to have to try and get these done quickly because we are starting to run out of daylight here. So we are also going to do a couple of sorghum harvests here. So I'm just going to hire another worker to get going on the combine here. And you can see we've got the truck ready to go with their grain trailer right here as well to be able to store that sorghum. And both of these fields that we're going to do are going to be going down to the grain mill there. So we'll hopefully end up with a little bit of extra grain from these harvests, and we'll probably just end up putting that into chicken food or something, but we'll play that by ear once we see how much we actually get there. And then I am going to start cultivating with this guy. So if you're watching closely, you might notice that the funds are a little bit lower than they were when we ended the last episode. That's just because I went around off camera and repaired most of our equipment. Just kind of ferried everything down to the store there and did a few repairs. So spent a couple grand doing that. So I should probably actually double check. Okay, let's head up to field 6 there, do that one first. All of our fields are pretty much ready to go for the month. We've got this one just freshly harvested and fertilized. Our 2 barley fields are planted and fertilized and weeded, so they are all ready to go as well. But once we jump into October here, we will have a soybean harvest to do. That's going to be our first time harvesting our big field there with our soybeans. So that should be a pretty good harvest. So yeah, these 3 cultivating contracts, none of the fields are super big, so shouldn't take that long to do. I'll just kind of quickly whip these out and make a little bit more money. But we will have, yeah, like I said, some pretty good income coming in next month. We've got a huge load of silage that we'll be able to sell, and we are going to have a few products kind of getting close to our peak price as well. So we're probably going to be selling all of our goat milk and all of our eggs, maybe even lettuce. Lettuce isn't the best price, but we might sell some anyway, just to get some money in. Because yeah, do want to buy a couple more things. Definitely want to get the bigger sawmill. We might even get the small grain mill. I was kind of looking at that. Might be a decent way to make some extra money off of our grain here. It's either kind of that or a second chicken coop, but I think just kind of for a little bit of variety, we might go with the grain mill first. I was also looking at the big grain mill, but it's pretty expensive. And I looked up like the amount of like the cycles it does and everything, and I think it would use like it kind of depends on what type of grain you're doing, but I think it would use like about 12 to 14,000 liters per month with the big grain mill running at full capacity. So I don't really think we have enough grain to supply that one, but yeah, maybe just get the small one for now. And yeah, I think we can keep that one in production. And then we can just kind of produce a little bit of flour on the side. Give us a little bit more product income coming in. Because yeah, it's definitely worth a lot more to convert it into flour than just selling the grain directly. But then the other major purchase that I want to make, and I'm not sure if it's going to happen this month, or I'm still not quite decided what order I want to do everything in exactly. But yeah, I definitely want to get some cattle going pretty soon as well. But definitely lots more stuff I want to buy. So every little bit of money helps. Okay, here we are. So we'll get this dumping and then try and stop it this time, right when it gets to 100%. Okay, did pretty good there. And ended up with an extra 2,700 liters. Not too bad. I'm just going to feed the dog here. And let's go in and accept all of those contracts. So we got a whole bunch here to collect. Yeah, that wood is gone, so we can finally collect that deadwood one as well. Finish those 2 harvesting contracts, and yeah, that weeding one was pretty good, over 5 grand there. So yeah, up to 34,000 after doing those contracts there. So not too bad. So yeah, I think we are all good to go to advance into October here. All right, good morning, everybody. We're now in October. Yeah, still got quite a bit of wood. Starting to get a pretty good supply of lettuce built up. Oh, we got a combine come up on sale. Let's check that out. Oh, how many hours does this have? 26 hours on it already, eh? But 50% off. That's a pretty decent combine. Yeah, that's a little bit higher hours than I would really like for a combine, even though it is a pretty good deal. What does our current one have? Yeah, we're only at 5 hours on this one. And yeah, the big thing with the combines is that as they get damaged, you will lose yield on your crops. So a higher hour one is going to get damaged more quickly. So it will cause you to lose yield more rapidly as well. So probably going to pass on that one for now. But yeah, I'm just going to run over here quickly because this grass should be good to go. Yeah, ready to harvest. So I'm probably going to grab the Vultra here and get that one going on the mower and start getting that grass mowed up. And then I'm probably going to get the combine going on our soybean field here. Okay. We'll get this guy going here. We're in swath dropping mode because we are going to be baling this up right away. And hopefully he can figure this out without knocking over my bale stack there. I left that a little bit close to that field. Oh, and of course you're blocked by an object. Okay, where's our truck? Alright, well, I wanted to move that anyway. Although, like, man, the AI drives me nuts sometimes. Like, you can't just, like, back up and readjust. You couldn't figure out how to deal with this trailer here. So we'll just leave that there for now. And actually, while we're here, let's double check. Alright, getting some good milk production going. Are they... Okay, their health is at 100% now. Just took a little while to get going. And grass is growing. So yeah, there's these few little patches that are ready to harvest now. So the meadow has gone up to 1,500 liters, but yeah, it should spike up quite a bit more by next month once all that grass finishes growing. Actually, let's get this combine started first. And we'll start him on this corner to make sure his pipe is on the outside to make it easier to dump that. And we'll just bring this stuff over there, get her loaded up. And now we try to get all the way over there without spilling this. nice to be able to use the pressure washer again. Make sure we get everything all nice and clean. And this baler is looking pretty filthy too, so we'll get it all washed up here. Nice and shiny again. So I got all this stuff baled up. I'm just going to leave them there for now. Come collect them in a minute here. I think I might go sell all of our stuff first, but we got all those soybeans in as well. So we got, 29,000 liters of soybeans. So that's pretty good. And yeah, if you look in here, right now it's only worth 54,000, but if we wait until peak price, we should be able to get over 100 grand for those soybeans. So pretty good out of that field. But yeah, I think I'm going to go sell all of this stuff here. So we have a few different stops we got to make to drop all this stuff off. The eggs and the lettuce are both going to the supermarket. The short planks are going to go to the piano place. Long planks to the farmer's market, I believe, is the best price for those. And then the goat milk to the dairy, obviously, because that's the only place that accepts goat milk. Gonna have to take these corners at a reasonable speed because we're probably a little bit top heavy here with the milk stacked that high. Okay, so this one should be a pretty good sale. Bam. Not too bad. Up to over 100 grand there. So I think we were at about 30 grand before that. So yeah, that was probably about 70 grand worth of lettuce and eggs there. So can't complain. Yeah, this thing is weird. I've noticed a couple times actually when you have a lot of weight right on the front of this trailer, it definitely seems to affect the steering sometimes. Sometimes it just kind of gets jammed up and it won't pivot at all. Oh, this truck wants to race me. Let's go, buddy. I can take you. Even with a load. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, can we pass this car as well? Yeah. Now I'm going to cut you off as I turn in here. Take out a sign. Put some ruts in the grass. Oh no. Uh-oh. Oh crap. I stacked the milk too tall. We can't fit under here. Okay, I have a plan. I'm going to try to come at it straight. So I'm going to get turned around here. Okay, so I'm going to try to get kind of lined up straight. Then I'm thinking if we can just drive in there with the straps off. So we'll undo the straps. Hopefully our momentum will carry this milk into the sell point. Did we get it? Yeah, I think we got it all. Pretty good. 80 grand worth of milk there. So we'll strap that wood back down before we lose it. That worked pretty good. It was hard to see what was going on there because the camera was kind of screwing around there, but yeah, managed to get enough momentum that it kind of carried it into the saw trigger there as it got knocked over. So may have spilled a little bit of milk there, but that's their problem now. All right, so that's some pretty good product sales there. Because I think we started at about 30, so made at least 150 grand there, maybe more. So we're gonna have quite a bit of money here because we still have. I'm pretty sure we have like $250,000 worth of silage that we're gonna be able to sell here pretty soon. I don't think it's quite ready yet, but I suppose I will just finish getting this stuff wrapped and moved out of the way. These bales here. Oh. Probably watch where I'm going before I head on somebody here. Yeah, we'll get this wrapped and stacked out of the way because I do want to come in and fertilize this field again. So yeah, we had 75 grand worth of sold products there, and then another 79 grand in harvest income. I think this is mostly goat milk. I'm not quite sure why it counts goat milk in harvest income instead of product income, but so maybe a tiny little bit of that was like the sorghum from those contracts, but I managed to save most of that. I think it was only maybe a couple $100 of this that would have came from that. So yeah, that's pretty much all goat milk, I believe. Okay, we'll bring this trailer over here. I'm just going to dump this last little bit of barley into the chicken coop here. And then I'll get the wrapper on this one and I'll get those bales wrapped up. Okay, we got that field all wrapped and collected and stacked up. So I just wanted to check on these ones. So looks like we're at about 95%. 95, there's a couple at 97 there. Saw a couple 99s. So yeah, we're just about ready on these ones. I've got it at 10x, so by the time we get a load on here, they should all pretty much be done. But yeah, this is going to be a big sale here, and then we can kind of see how much money we end up with and have to make some decisions about what we're going to buy here. Okay, got our first load on. This one is all silage. Yeah, it looks like everything is converted at this point. Sweet. Okay. So yeah, it looks like our best price is at the farmer's market, but I mean, there's only like $1,000 difference between these two places. And the animal dealer is quite a bit closer, so I think I'm just going to go there. Because we do have a few loads to do, so yeah. A little bit closer trip. Make this go a little bit faster. I'm going to turn the time scale back down a little bit now. But yeah, this should be pretty good. We're going to end up with a lot of money here. And yeah, I was looking at this barley field as I was driving by, and I think that plowing seems to have fixed this field. Because yeah, if you remember, there were a couple spots in here that didn't quite get seeded properly last time, but I went around and kind of plowed those spots in the last episode there and reseeded them, and yeah, it seems to have fixed it. So yeah, looks pretty good now. Oh yeah, I forgot I left that seeder over there. You know, I have to go collect that at some point. So we'll get this silage dropped off. And yeah, it's going to be close to $50,000 per load here. So we should be like over 400 grand at the end of the day. So we're going to have quite a bit of money, but all the stuff I want to buy is pretty expensive as well. The other thing I would like to do if we're getting a sawmill as well is I would like to go upgrade our little log trailer. I think I'm going to try to put the crane attachment on that. If it makes collecting wood a little bit easier, it's probably going to be worth it. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I think I'm going to buy that crane attachment and then give it a try, see if it's any easier. Because I think that bigger sawmill is going to go through wood a lot faster, so I think we're going to have to figure out a way to get some more wood. I was also thinking about grabbing that, what do you call it, that tree planter thing. Maybe we start planting some of our own trees somewhere. I don't quite know. I think it takes them a long time to kind of grow up. And I'm not quite sure where we would put them, but yeah, I was thinking about that as well. Because, yeah, I don't really know how hard it's going to be to keep that thing stocked up just doing deadwood contracts. But, yeah, we might have to look into some kind of alternative method to get some more wood going. Okay, this is our last little bit of silage here. Get that sold. So, yeah, we've basically got $450,000. That is quite a bit of money. Pretty sure that's the most cash I've ever had. Not 100% sure about that, but I'm pretty sure that's the highest cash total we've ever had. So yeah, doing pretty darn good now. So yeah, I guess I will see you back at the homestead, and I'll figure out what exactly I want to buy here. Okay, so I'm looking at this, and I think we have enough money where we can buy the sawmill. That's like 150. And then I think the small cow barn, or the most basic one, I think that's all we're going to get for now, just for cattle. We don't need anything too fancy. So that one's 87 grand. We should probably budget a little bit of extra money for like landscaping and stuff. And then I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty sure like the fence for a goat pen was like 20 grand or something like that. So I should probably budget at least 20 grand for the fence for this thing. Maybe even more. Maybe we'll say like 120 for this, for the cows, or for the barn and the fence. So that should leave us a fair bit of money to still be able to buy some cows. And then we should still be able to buy at least one of the new greenhouses, maybe even two. So let's go check out our sawmill here. I think I'm going to get that one first. And yeah, somebody did mention that this one is kind of a pain because it's like the wood spawns like inside of it here. And then you've kind of got to deal with like driving around the pillars and stuff. But I don't know. I don't think it's going to be that big a deal with the skid steer. Pretty sure I can maneuver in there well enough. And then the other thing too is like this one's going to go through a lot more wood than our current one. And then I'm pretty sure like this one is even going to go through like a lot more on top of that. So yeah, so I'm pretty hesitant to get this one until we have like a lot better forestry equipment, because I think it would just like, I think it'd basically be all I'd be doing is collecting wood to be able to keep that one stocked. So I think I'm going to stick with this one. As usual, we'll save, turn off auto saving, because this is a pretty big purchase, and there's definitely going to be some ground deformation going on once we place this thing. So we're going to have to see. I might come along and do a little bit of smoothing first. There might not be that much I can do, honestly, because I've already kind of softened it a little bit, but maybe we'll try a little bit first. Yeah, I think we'll try that. That flattened it out a little bit. Which way am I going to put this thing? I think if I go this way, it's going to kind of block this area off too much. Because I'm thinking, yeah, kind of put it this way, and then we can kind of build a road that comes in and kind of loops around and connects back with this road. And then we can kind of put more stuff kind of in this area as well. And then I guess the only question is like, how far this way do I want it versus over here? Because yeah, if we put it over on this end, then We're a little bit limited on what we can do over here and still leave that wood chip area open. I still want to be able to leave a lane to kind of get through here as well. Because, yeah, I would kind of like to build a bit of a road through this area. Okay, what if we try that? Do we have enough room to drive through here? I mean, we can definitely get the Bobcat through there. I don't know if we'd actually be able to get that big trailer through there. Especially if this loading zone was full. If we have milk there. Yeah, so I think I'm actually going to sell that. Okay, let's try that one more time. Okay, so what if we do that? So there is a bit of a lip there. It's not bad, but that might make loading a little bit difficult. Okay, I'm going to try to sell that one more time. Okay, I think I finally got it to a spot that I'm happy with. That took a long time. I don't even know how much time I spent on that. Reloaded the game many times. But yeah, I think I got it pretty good there. Spent a lot of time kind of just like terraforming because it was really tough to get this lip even all the way around. And I didn't want like a big ledge to kind of be driving over, especially with the skid steer and those tracks. Like if you're bumping over there and you're trying to carry a stack of wood or whatever, it'd probably be too easy to knock it over. So I wanted a nice smooth transition between the pad and the ground here, but the way this ground is sloped here with such a big piece of, or such a big building, it was really hard to get. I actually went in and installed that paint and terraform anywhere mod, just because like it wouldn't even let me do like the terraforming right next to the building. It always ended up being like a little bit of a divot or a little bit of a hump somewhere, no matter what I did. So yeah, I just went and installed that like paint and terraform anywhere mod, just because then it will let me terraform like right up to the building here. So I can get a pretty good, nice even lip everywhere. I did end up going kind of further out this way, just to be able to kind of leave more of a space in here. And then, yeah, we still have room where we could put something else in here probably. I think even like the dairy would fit in there, or like a grain mill or something like that. So yeah, we have space there for something still too. Yeah, I didn't want to be too close to the road on this side, but yeah, ended up leaving a nice space open on here. And I did pretty much go right up to the property line on this side, just to kind of leave more room kind of through this area. I can drive through there with the skid steer, so I don't think it's going to be an issue trying to get to any of the products in here or anything. So yeah, I think I'm finally happy with that. So I'm going to save it where it is now. I'm still not going to turn auto saving on though, because yeah, I'm happy with the sawmill, but still got some other stuff to place down here. But I just kind of wanted to go check this thing out here. So, okay, so we have 50,000 liters of capacity versus our current one is like 14. So that's a huge increase. And then, yeah, a lot more storage as well. So yeah, we'll have to get some wood in here, but I'm pretty happy with how that turned out. We got a nice smooth transition. Okay, I think the next thing I'm going to do here is a cow barn. Let's get that taken care of, and then I think we'll look at the greenhouses, because I think this one's going to be a little bit easier to deal with. It's a lot smaller of a building, and I'm not too worried about like the whole thing doesn't have to be flat. That one was kind of finicky because I wanted it flat all the way along the edge just so I can drive in kind of anywhere and not have to be bouncing around. But this one, I think, like as long as the ends are kind of relatively flat, where I can kind of drive through there, that's all I really need. So yeah, I want to leave this bottom part open. What object is it overlapping with here, I wonder? Because I want to place it fairly close to the edge of this field. Okay, I'm going to try moving this tractor here. So I wonder if that's it. I hope I don't have to move these bales. That's going to be a pain. Okay, I think it is those damn bales that are interfering. Okay, I got to get those moved, I guess. Okay, Got those bales moved. Hopefully that's all that was. Okay, let's try that again. Because yeah, I kind of want to put it up here. Just to kind of keep everything square. I was thinking like the way this road comes in here. I might continue that kind of on the other side. I was thinking kind of bring that in here and then kind of bring this in and then kind of loop that road in as well or something like that. So yeah, I think I want to kind of put the barn just kind of north of that road so that we can still kind of drive right in the bottom edge of it here. So I wonder if we do something like that maybe. I'm going to try that. Let's see what that looks like. I think that looks fairly flat there, eh? I think we can just smooth that out because yeah, it doesn't need to be as perfect as the sawmill because we're not trying to drive through there with like stacked up items. Yeah, I think that's probably going to work. And then, so I think I'm basically just going to follow this field. So we'll just go out a little bit there. And I don't want to go quite to the edge of this road here. Just to make sure we still have room to kind of drive through there. So yeah, I'm thinking kind of something like that. Yeah, and then I think we'll go about halfway. So this is where that road was. So I think we might just kind of go to the edge of this road. We'll try to keep that straight. Maybe somewhere around there. Yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with that. But I think we're going to do something like that maybe. How does that look? I think that's fairly straight. So we'll connect it there, and we're not going to plant the meadow because we have our own meadow. Okay, that looks decent. So we got kind of a weird hump going on here, but that's fine. The cows can deal with that, I think. So I want to go see how many we would end up with in this barn here. So that would give us 85 cows. That's quite a few cows. I don't really know how much they eat. I imagine they go through more food than the goats do, so they might be a little bit more difficult to care for. Although these beef cattle ones I think are fairly easy to deal with because you don't really need to give them much while they're growing up, and then I think you just kind of start to feed them the high quality stuff as they're kind of getting ready to sell to get their health at maximum to increase their value. But yeah, I think that's going to be pretty good. Pretty happy with that. So I'm just going to do a little bit of smoothing here. Just make that transition a little bit nicer. Wonder if we can do it in here. Oh, you can smooth inside the pasture too. So we'll just smooth that transition out for them a little bit better. Yeah, I think that's going to be pretty good. There's a slight bump there, but that shouldn't really be an issue. Nice. Okay, so how much would it be to stock this barn, I wonder? Do we want to go limousines or black Angus? I guess we could do a mix of both. So it'd be 30 grand to do all of them. So that's actually not too bad. And yeah, we need probably about 110 to be able to buy both of our greenhouses. So what's half of 85? 42 and a half. So let's do 43 of the black Angus. So yeah, we'll do the rest as limousine. I don't think, I think they're the same value, right? I don't think there's really any difference other than the color. So we might as well get a variety in here. Okay. Let's go check them out. Oh, you can barely stand up. Little limousine. This guy's just laying down. Yeah, look like they're fresh born here. That is pretty sweet though. Got ourselves 85 cows. I'm pretty stoked about that. So, yeah, I think we're going to do the large greenhouses, and we're going to go for the glass ones just because we're moving up in the world, and these ones are much classier than the tarp ones. They produce the same, I'm pretty sure, as the large tarp one that I have over there. They are more expensive. Although I heard at one point that the monthly maintenance costs are lower on the glass ones, so I guess maybe they make up for that difference eventually. But so yeah, I think I'm just gonna place both of these along here. This area is a little bit sloped though, so this might take a few tries. So yeah, just gonna make sure we're saved again, and I will just check back in once I get these placed. I feel like these ones might be a bit finicky again. Okay, I think I got these good enough for now. It's a little bit tough. I don't think they're ever going to be perfect just because this land does kind of slope there, and I can't really bring that end down anymore because it's right next to the pond there. So yeah, the loading zones have a bit of a slope here, but it's a pretty gradual slope. I did try to kind of landscape them more flat, but then you always kind of have a little bit of weirdness, so I got them a little bit better than they were. If it becomes an issue with the loading, I can always come back and try to landscape a little bit more, spend a little more time trying to get it in there. I just kind of sick of screwing around with the landscaping after doing that sawmill there, so I think that's going to be good enough for now because it's a nice steady slope. So as long as like the bobcat or the skid steer is kind of on the same angle as it's going in there, it shouldn't really have any trouble loading the pallets up. So yeah, I think that's going to be just fine there. I think I might do one more thing here. I know we've already done a ton of buildings and upgrades here, but I think there might be one more thing to do. Since we have our new greenhouses, we can probably go ahead and sell this one. And once this one is sold, we can probably put our workshop down. So I better move this trailer out of the way as well. And then we'll see that gas tank is kind of going to be in a weird spot now, but I'll probably just leave that there for now. And it's probably going to be fine. Just because, yeah, we will take a loss on that if we sell it as well. And there's still fuel in there that I don't want to waste, so we don't actually have enough money to buy a workshop right now, but if we sell this greenhouse, we will have just about enough here, or just enough. So where is that? I can't remember now. Is it tools? Yeah, okay. So the only question is how far over we want to put it here. So that fuel tank is kind of right in the way at the moment, but we could always move that. It's not really a huge deal. Oh, get out of the way, dog. Really? Okay. Damn it, dog. Just love to be in the way. Half the time you're miles away from the yard. I have no idea where you are. And then the one time I want to do something, you got to get right in the way. Okay. Distract him with food for a minute. What if we do that? We still got kind of room in front of the house to park some vehicles. Yeah, this gas tank is probably going to be in the way eventually, but it can stay there for now. It's not going to be a big deal. It's kind of level with the edge of the pond here, so it shouldn't really be on the way. Yeah, I think that's going to be good. Let me just soften out the edges here a little bit. Yeah, I think that's going to be good. Yeah, pretty happy with that. Vehicle workshop. So I just want to kind of test. What if we put something in here? So if we bring our tractor over here, all right. We we can repair that from our own yard. That's going to be a lot more convenient. Sweet. And we can even customize here from here too, eh? So we can go in and change out our tires and stuff. That's pretty sweet. Yeah, that's going to be much better. So I guess we can get this thing out of the way. Let's tuck this in. Kind of beside our shop here. Yeah, they can probably go there for now. And yeah, I probably will move this fuel tank at some point, but it's actually going to be fine for now. And we'll move those weights out of the way there. And then we can also sell this sawmill as well, but I might as well let it run out of wood before we do that. Because we still got like 10,000 in there, and got a few more products that are getting close to coming out here. So yeah, we'll just let that one run out before we sell that one. And then, yeah, we'll start stocking up in the new one there. So yeah, it looks quite a bit different. Let's do one more kind of bird's eye view here. We can zoom right out. So yeah, before this was all goat pen. Now we've got greenhouses, we've got a sawmill, we've got ourselves a new workshop, and we've got ourselves a nice cow barn with a bunch of baby cows that are going to be delicious steak someday. I've been recording for quite a while today, so I think I'm just going to wrap this episode up here. And then in the next episode, we will get all of these productions running. So yeah, we'll get some straw into our cows here, maybe some straw and some grass, because we want to give them something to eat. Well, they don't have any meadow at the moment. Although I think technically you don't really have to with the beef cattle. You can just kind of let them starve until they're fully grown. But I think just for realism's sake, we'll try to keep them fed with something at least. We'll try to give them some grass until the meadow starts growing, although it's a little bit late for it this year. Yeah, we harvested this month, so we'll get it. It'll be growing back next month, and then it won't grow in December. So yeah, it's going to be until next spring until they actually get any real meadow. So we might try to feed them some grass over the winter and stuff, because yeah, I feel bad about just letting them starve, even though the game technically lets you. And then yeah, we'll have to come along with the water jug, get these greenhouses topped up with water, and get those things producing, and do some dead wood to get some wood into our sawmill there as well. And I guess I didn't leave myself enough money to do that crane upgrade for our trailer, so we might do some more contracts or something to be able to afford that, or we might just do another contract with the skid steer or something just to get it going. But I do still want to buy that crane upgrade at some point soon. So yeah, tons of progress in this episode. The homestead is looking way different. And we still got some more upgrades to go. But man, we spent like 450 grand in this episode, which is pretty crazy. Considering there's still a whole lot of other stuff I want to buy as well. But yeah, we're doing pretty darn good now. We're definitely a long ways away from the rag side of the challenge. I'd say we're definitely starting to get into the riches side now. We spent a lot of money in this episode, but we do have a lot of money still coming in. So yeah, next episode we'll get all these productions up and running, and keep grinding away, trying to build this empire. But we are definitely well on the way to doing that, I think. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Thanks a bunch for watching, and I will see you soon in the next one.